the 1st, October 1st, finally. And I thought it was appropriate to have this behind me as my background because it's the arts, right? I'm pretty sure, unless I'm just being a dork. But I am doing this live today from the Greek Festival in Sacramento, California. So just to give you, if you can't really see, let's see, there we go. There's a big event here at the church. I hope you guys can hear me okay. But anyway, I wanted to come to this event and I try to find a quiet place. So let me know, please, if you can hear me. Oh gosh. Oh, good. Yay, Vicky, how's it going? The funny thing is you caught me on a totally unusual live. My normal lives, can you guys hear me first of all? Can someone let me know if you can hear me okay? Because it's pretty loud out here. And then I'm going to be clearing my throat constantly because I just like woofed down my food. So that, let's see. I'm trying to get, let's see, hang on. Oh, good, good, good. Let me mute my friends. Okay, I'm here. Sabrina, hey girl, nice to see you. And Olive, woo, yes. Cruising. See, that was perfect timing, Vicky. So glad to see you guys here. Tiata, nice to see you. So yeah, normally every year I am working this event and I have a booth. So I'll show you. Well, if you guys want to, after we get kind of rolling here. Hi, Miss Lois. Thank you, I appreciate that. So I haven't done any craft videos, but I have done a couple posts of a couple crafts because I've been just in the last few days crafting for myself. Which it's actually quite nice. Hi, Natty. Gosh, all my old faithfuls here, not old, but faithful long timers here, so it's kind of cool. But as I was saying, so I've been crafting for Thanksgiving stuff. I just crafted a really cool Halloween wreath. It's something I've been wanting to do for a year now. And I finally did it. I had all this stuff sitting in a big bag. So I'm normally working this Greek festival, and I normally have, let's see if I can show you. So back all over here, whoop, see the lighting is an issue here. You guys have to stare at my chin so I can show you. So normally I am one of these people and I have a booth and I'm selling normally gifts and jewelry and things like that. But this year, for a couple different reasons, I decided to just come to the festival. It's normally, sorry, this is what happens when you inhale your food. So it would be great to see what I'm doing on my crafts. So I'm posting pictures on Instagram of things that I'm making, and then also trying to remember to do it in the community tab too, so you'll be able to see it there. Don't know if I'm going to do any videos though, because the stress and the pressure of making sure that it's in the frame, focused, that you can hear me, that I'm saying things right, explaining things right, it takes kind of the joy out of it for me. So I've been crafting and enjoying it again, but just kind of taking my time and doing it for me. So the festival, as I was saying too, I keep like sidetracked constantly. It's probably weird because I'm standing off here away from everything and doing this, but anyway, the festival usually have my booth, but this year, for one thing, because of COVID, they've kind of revamped. It's normally a 3-day event. This time it's only a 2-day event. My setup for my booth takes me about 8 hours to do. And so to set up one day and then tear down the next day, which takes me about 4 hours, was just not appealing, for one thing. Also, tomorrow I have an engagement party of a good friend's son that I'm going to be going to. So I just figured, you know what, it wasn't in the cards this year, and that's fine. But I decided to come and support them and eat some good Greek food. And I have my little, my leftover, it's attached to my finger, hold on, and attached to my phone. My leftovers here that I am gonna probably give to a friend because it's something really delicious, but that my diet no longer allows me to partake in. So anyway, boy, small crowd today of us. So I want to do the drawing to get that done, and then if you guys are interested, I can kind of walk around a little bit and show you the festival. So let me know when you're ready, and I can show you, I can do the drawing, and we will. So behind me, there's these really cool things that say a lot of different historical information. So a lot of people like to kind of walk and read those to get some of the information on some of the gods and the history and things like that. So that's why I keep moving around here, so I'm not in anybody's way. Let's see. So we'll just stand over here for right now and look at, there's an old picture. I love old pictures. Old wedding picture of somebody's. Hi, TR61. Okay, so let's see. I don't even have a place to set down anything. So I might have to, I don't know if I sit on the ground or if I grab it. Let me grab a chair. It's going to be a little awkward, but I'm going to grab a chair so that I can pull the name out for the drawing to show you who our winner is this time. Oh, it looks like I'm not the only person that went and grabbed a chair to sit down. So I'll just have to sit somewhere that's not too much in the way. Okay, there we go. So now I can actually use my lap, set my purse down. So let's get the drawing out of the way, even though there are only a few people on here. I did draw the name ahead of time. Yes, Sabrina, it is all kinds of vendors. So I do jewelry and gifts. There's a couple other of my friends here that have their jewelry. But there's I will show you guys. I'll be happy to show for whoever wants to stick on here. There's a pottery vendor, and he is Greek, and he hand paints all his pottery, and it's a family tradition passed down to him from his parents. His sister used to do the same type of work, but she has since passed away. Sorry, my phone is shaking there. Trying to keep it steady. But let's go ahead and do the drawing first and get that done. So this month's winner, the October winner for the Bling Owl Keychain is ready, Melissa Monroe. Congrats, Melissa. Please message me. I will send you an email, but please also feel free to email me at midnightcrafter65@gmail.com and let me know. I don't have a whole lot of options on colors left at this point, but give me a couple color options that you like. I think I have pink, green, dark brown, and maybe light brown, but I'm not sure. So this one is actually, Lois is not in Bakersfield, but there is one going on in Bakersfield this weekend as well. And one of my other vendor friends is there who I talked to while I was driving here. So this one is in Sacramento. And sometimes they overlap, not usually too much overlap on these. Sorry guys, my mouth is so dry. Let me grab my water. This is like the most scattered live that I've probably done. Normally I'm at home and try to be organized. There's some yummy pastries going by right there. I think that was pastries, I'm not sure, it went by so quick. But yeah, normally I am not so scattered on my lives, but this one I didn't want to miss my first of the month opportunity, and I wanted to stay true to that. So I'm going to be volunteering over here. I offered them to help out since I'm here anyway, and they're actually putting me to work in the bar, which could be really fun. So I'm sticking around in the evening. The band will come and play, and my sister and brother-in-law are in the band, which is really cool. They pretty much are the band and a couple other people, so it's like 4 of them. But that's really a lot of fun too, to listen to them. And my sister is such a good singer, you guys. I cannot even tell you. She sings Greek. She sings everything, but the band is a Greek band, obviously, for the Greek festival, and she is amazing. Okay, sorry, that was much needed. I always think that's so funny on talks or something when the speaker stops and they drink water, but it seems so normal to the audience, but for the person doing it, it seems like this long, quiet stretch. So let's see. So a couple things. Gosh, you guys, since I saw you last, so much has happened. About, I would say 3 weeks ago or so, I almost lost my doggy again, and I don't mean lost like as in where are you lost? I mean like he almost died. I was playing with him outside with the ball in our backyard, and he was having so much fun and running and playing. And then we came inside, and he laid down like he always does. And I heard his collar jingling a lot, and I looked over, and he was doing, you know, like when dogs lay on their back and they kind of, oh, thanks, Vicky. I know, it's to hit or miss on that. But it was like, you know, when dogs lay on their back and they kind of jiggle around like they're scratching their backs on the grass. Well, he was doing something kind of like that. And then he kind of flipped to his side and then was just sort of laying down. And as I was looking at him, he started sort of rocking back and forth, almost like you would see someone with severe autism do, just like in their own little zone and rocking. So I went over and I was loving up on him and talking to him. And all of a sudden he put his head back and got really stiff and stretched out his front legs and his back legs and started screaming and howling, and it was horrific. I cannot tell you how terrible. I picked him up and I ran outside to yell for my husband, and we headed for the vet. Our normal vet was closed, that's right here near the house, right here, like I'm at home, but anyway, right near our house. And so we had to drive to the emergency vet clinic. It was on a Saturday, and that's where his cardiologist is, but they don't work on the weekends. Anyway, make a long story short, along the ride to get there, which is about a 15-minute ride, he had another crazy episode like that and completely freaked us out and was vomiting. And let's see, hold on one sec, I was trying and so anyway, that was really scary too. And by the time I called them to let them know we were on the way, so they told me just to call them as soon as we got there. When I did, they came running out. They grabbed him, took him inside. They came out with papers for me to sign for if I wanted him resuscitated or a do not resuscitate. So I was a little bit freaked out by that. In the meantime, they told me he had had a third episode. So this is all within 35 minutes time. And the vet told me it did not look good, at which time I completely freaked out. Hi, Verlinda. Thank you for joining us and for subscribing. We love having you here. This is kind of a weird live, out of my norm, so just know that. So anyway, I was completely freaking out, sobbing, and then I had a moment of, I don't know, all I can call it is kind of little divine intervention, because I got a moment of peace sort of dropped into me where God told me it was going to be okay. And I never really have had something like that happen to me before, so I can't really fully describe it or explain it, except that just this sudden peace came over me while I was sobbing. So anyway, we had to leave him there overnight, which was the first time ever we'd had to do that at the hospital, and they ran all kinds of tests, and $7,000 later to find out that they didn't know really much of anything at that point, and we were going to have to wait for cardiology to come on Monday and kind of give us some more information. In the meantime, Wednesday, that following Wednesday, so I was going to, cardiology was going to come Monday to wait to hear from them. Wednesday, I was supposed to be leaving for Las Vegas to do the Greek festival there, which is a whole other story. I'll tell you that in a minute too. I'm telling you, it was a full month since I talked to you all last. Yes, that was God, and he was telling me he was with me for sure, and I needed it, boy, at that moment, I'm telling you, because it was really traumatic for me and for my husband, but, you know, I'm apparently more expressive. Big surprise there. He's very stoic, and I think he was being my rock at that point, but we were both really stressed out. It was very hard for us that day. We were like zombies once we left the vet and left him there, and we had no energy, and we just were really somber. We couldn't, I don't know, we were just out of it, really out of it for like 2 days. So the next day we picked him up. The vet told me she put him on new medication, and once we talked to the cardiologist told me that they were going to wait and see. He had to wear a Holter monitor so that we could sort of monitor his heart, and that they would have better idea of what was going on with him. And she, at one point, I mean, in the meantime, I had put it on my Facebook. I put it in this Christian Kingdom entrepreneur group that I'm in, and had about 200 people praying for my dog. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, can I tell you the power of prayer, guys, because when I talked to the vet on that next day, when she was finally in and we went back to take the Holter monitor off, she told me, she said that what he has, I forget what it's called, it's some crazy weird name. What he has is, it's terminal. I mean, there's nothing really they can do for it. And she said there is a very, very small and rare percentage of dogs that kind of come through that. And she told me that my dog was one of them. So she said, he's so lucky. And I said, it's not luck. It was 200 people plus praying for him. So anyway, he so many times has pulled through from everybody's prayers, and it's just amazing. And she told me that she cannot believe he is a wonder dog. I told her he's just a warrior, and I call him Warrior Prince, because she said that dogs don't rarely live past 8 to 12 months. And he's at 16 months since we put him on meds. So, okay, I'm not going to cry anymore. That's it. Anyway, he's at 16 months since we put him on the meds, and is doing absolutely amazing. This new medication, we just took him in again so he could be rechecked with the Holter monitor to check his heart rate after the new medication. And she just said he's doing great, and it has improved greatly. So thank you for those of you that were part of the people praying. I mean, it works, guys. Prayer works. It's just amazing to me. But anyway, so that all happened, but we were a nervous wreck. So I had to leave Wednesday, as I said, for Vegas, and it was going to be a week-long trip. And my husband was really nervous about being with the dog all that time, and he literally would not take his eyes off of him for more than 30 seconds at a time. So it was a little overwhelming, because now he needs meds 4 times a day, and to be glued watching him and feel like you can't go anywhere or do anything because we were so nervous. My husband was really stressed out with that. So I was away doing my thing in Vegas and talking to people and setting up and all that in 104-degree weather, which I took a little video clip. I don't think I posted it on YouTube actually, but I had put it in my my Facebook group. It was so crazy that thank you Lois, and thank you all of you that are leaving me these really lovely comments. The Vegas was crazy because when we were setting up, We got everything pretty much set up, and then the next day when we go there, the morning of the festival, which was going to open at 3, we got torrential downpour, like the desert little showers or the storms that come through, and it was nuts. And we're trying to cover stuff up, and then we'd get these gusts of wind that would blow all my stuff down, and then we'd have to put it up again, and then we'd get another torrential downpour. So it was really mentally exhausting and crazy. But at 10 minutes to 3, when the event was supposed to open, it stopped. It stopped raining. I mean, it was wild. But then it was still really hot, and it was so busy all weekend that it was the best festival I've had in 16 years. So it was worth it, but I literally drank a gallon of water every day. A gallon, you guys, and did not pee at all day. And it wasn't that I was sweating it out, because I wasn't even sweating. So then I'm thinking, this is really strange. But then what happened when I got home after this whole event and driving home and everything, I stepped out of the car, and my husband looked at me and he says, "What did you eat over there?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And I looked at my feet, and they were so swollen from all the water retention, from that water not going anywhere, that I looked like a different person. So turns out then that caused a bladder infection. And then I'm really funny about antibiotics and all that stuff, so unless I really need them, I will try and do stuff on my own to take care of the problem. So I did cranberry juice and D-mannose, and I'm not telling you this, let me just disclaimer here, this worked for me, and it is known to help with that stuff, but you can try it, but don't just rely solely on those things. I mean, I was ready, if need be, to go for antibiotics, but I was going to give it my best shot, and it worked. I got rid of the bladder infection, but then I got this weird other pain right about where the pancreas is, and I thought, oh my gosh, this festival really wiped me out, man. I was exhausted for 2 days, swollen leg, bladder infection, the pain in my side. It was like a hot mess. So I just was wondering what God's message was in that, and if it's time to sort of hang up the festival vendor badge, or I don't know, not really sure. So I'm still looking into that, but we're still kind of waiting for answers on that. But very, very full month between those two things. With that, I started, I realized, or I found out that my sister and brother-in-law are going to come from Greece for Thanksgiving, and it's the first time my brother-in-law will be here for Thanksgiving, I think, ever, and I usually host it, so I want it to be extra special. So I was working on crafting, and I went and did a bunch of pumpkins, those bright orange pumpkins with the green little thingy from Dollar Tree. I got a bunch of those, and I painted them, put glitter on them, decked them out, and I have to say I am loving how they turned out. So I did, let's see, you guys follow me on Instagram, because this is where I'm going to be posting most of the stuff. So if you do want to see things I'm doing, I try and remember to post in the different places, but sometimes I forget, and I really will try and be better about posting on the community part. And you know what? I don't know if you guys are commenting and I'm not seeing them, or if you're not commenting, I'm not sure. I'm seeing some, but oh, there we go. Yeah, so if you do want to see them, I'll try and remember to share them in YouTube. But if you do have Instagram, and you can look over there, I'll be showing the nicer pictures probably, and maybe a little more. But the amount of time I spent doing those would not really made a good video. Would have been a lot of editing out, because it was kind of something I did a little and then had to wait, and then did a little and then it just took hours. My husband thinks I'm crazy for spending so much time on something like that. My mom says that that stuff doesn't really matter. Just give them good food and that's all people care about. But my crafting friends, we all know differently, right? So we know that, especially for me, the way the table is set, the way the look is, the creativity of it is all super, super important. So I put a lot of time into it, and then it turns out it looks like there may be like over 30 of us at Thanksgiving. So now I have to make a bunch more because I'm gonna have to have centerpieces for 3 tables. And right now I only had for like one, my big main table, and maybe something small for the other table. But it's gonna be like, I think it's gonna be like 30 of us. I don't even know what's happening. So anyway, let's see. Oh, thanks, Lois. You know, I'll post my pictures and you can get ideas from them. And but as far as any videos, I don't know. I mean, it would be awesome if I had like a photographer that followed me around all the time, or a videographer, and that did all the videoing for me, because it's hard to have enough space. Like the wreath I did for Halloween, if you check my community tab for me, you'll see, or I don't know how that works, your notifications, maybe there may be that, but I put a picture of the wreath I did for Halloween, and it's too big for me for my workspace and to be able to actually maneuver the camera. So hold on, I gotta take another sip here. So that's why I decided not to do that one on camera. And then I hung it up on the wall and kind of stick a few more things on it and step back and stick a few more things on it. So a day in the life of Elaine. Yes, Maddie. So yeah, it would have been really hard to videotape that. And I don't know. I just I love sharing the ideas, and I love sharing the crafts, and I really love seeing your guys' crafts. And for those of you that have been posting in the Facebook group, thank you, because I love seeing the interactions there. There's been some beautiful things posted. One person, oh gosh, I cannot remember who it was at the moment, made the coolest sign, a welcome sign, one of those, you know, the ones we put out in front of our houses on our porch, but with pumpkins, the styrofoam pumpkins cut in half and stuck on there, and then out of each one she cut out a letter, so like the W, the E, the L, COME, and so incredibly cute. And then like a spider webbing background on it. And if you can, join the Facebook group. It's Midnight Crafter Blue Dots, and you'll be able to see. Oh yay, you found me on Instagram. So who was that? Sabrina. Awesome. Yeah, and on Instagram it's EP Midnight Crafter, so that's where you can find that. But the Facebook page is Midnight Crafter Blue Dots. So hop over there, join it. I try and interact over there, and I love when you guys post your pictures there, because it gives me inspiration and ideas of what to work on. So let's see, if you guys want, I'd be happy to go around and kind of show you. Let me know if there's enough of you that want to see it. If there's at least 5 of you that want to see, I can walk around to the festival a little bit and show you some. Sent a request. Oh, awesome. You know, if you fill out all the questions, it should automatically accept you in, but if not, I'll go ahead and okay, so far I got 2 of you that would like to see the festival walking around. The thing with that is it's super noisy too, so I don't know how much you'll be able to hear me, how much I'll be able to talk and interact with you, but I am very happy to show you guys, because it's kind of fun. I mean, a lot of people come out here for the food. This one's kind of a hybrid festival this time, from the standpoint that they've sort of trimmed it down a bit from what it normally option. Closed caption will do. Yeah, if you guys have closed caption, put it on, that'll work. All right, okay, let's do that. Let me gather my goodies here. In fact, I might give my little food item to somebody, one of my vendor friends, if they want it. I don't know, people are kind of weird right now with COVID, but you know, they're my friends. They may want it. So, all right. So I think what I have to do is turn my camera around, but first I'm going to kind of get to the general area, and then I will show you guys. Oh gosh, but I probably won't be able to see much. So let me turn up my. Oh, what is that? My lighting. Hold on. There we go. And then I'm pretty sure you don't need to see the restrooms. So let me get away from this area here. And then I will turn my camera around here. Okay, so this is the vendor area and some of the food area. So hopefully this will be interesting for you guys. I cannot see the comments very well at all. But here they have saganaki, which is the fried cheese, and calamari and something else, I'm not sure what. And here we have the sheet guys. They have some really nice sheets that are super soft and amazing. I think I use that word amazing a lot. I think a lot of YouTubers use the word amazing a lot. And then these are my friends here that have all kinds of little Greek items and jewelry. And I'm doing my YouTube live. So if you guys anybody want to spin a copita? You guys want it?
I mean, if you're offering.
I am, because I don't eat cheese anymore, or phyllo, or butter, or any of this stuff. So,
thank you.
Yeah. And it's not a la carte, so cool. All right, moving along here. So these guys have beautiful stuff, and then let's see here. See, I was able to pawn off my little food, so I didn't have to waste it. And these are my Russian friends here. It's fun when you get to know all these vendors over time, and they have a lot of cool stuff. The Russian nesting dolls over here, and a lot of natural stones, and a lot of amber. Russian treasures. Say hi, you're on a YouTube live.
Hi, but
I'll come back and visit with you.
It's not a compliment, but you look gorgeous.
Oh, you're the
Serious,
best.
no? Serious.
You're the best. Thank
Say
you.
hi to your husband. He's supposed to be proud, you know?
So sweet. Nicest couple that I've gotten to know over time. And then this is my friend George that makes the ceramics I was talking to you guys earlier about. And I'm doing my YouTube live, George, so I want to show people, whoops, my finger's in the way, and show people what George makes. Do you have a website or anything that you sell? He doesn't have a website, he just does festivals. There we go, I didn't realize my finger was in the way. But look, he hand paints all of this stuff. So you guys, these are my crafting people, so they can appreciate creativity. So I'll show you some more of his stuff, because those of you who are ceramic workers or painters can really appreciate what it takes to do all this kind of stuff. So, and he's been doing this for years and years. And it's a family business, right, George?
Yeah, 4 generations.
4 generations? Wow. Cool. I wish I could tell you guys where you could get some of his stuff, but he's only at festivals, so...
Santa Cruz, I guess.
Do what?
At the studio in Santa Cruz.
Studio in Santa Cruz. Anybody that's near Santa Cruz can come. But if there's something that you see that you guys want, you can always contact me, and I can contact him, and we'll go from there. So this goes out to a lot of people, so you never know. Yep. All right. Carrying on here. This is a new vendor that I don't know, and I've never really seen her stuff, but a lot of jewelry items and fun stuff like that. Oh, and she's got some little Greek bracelets. That's really cute. And some little evil eye things and evil eye keychains. And so that says agape, which you guys, agape means, and a lot of you know, means love. And this is my friend Vache, and he does gorgeous Swarovski crystal jewelry. I'm not stealing your ideas, I'm just showing people your beautiful stuff. And nice and sparkly and just gorgeous. So this is the vendor area. Oh, and then I almost forgot. Like over there is the gyros, or better known as gyros for a lot of people. And then, all right, we'll leave this area and go real quick. That's the most, I think, most interesting part, other than the food, of course, which we're working our way over. They have sitting area, and then the band is going to be playing over there later. As I said, the band, my sister's in the band. Taverna is like the tavern, the bar, which I'll be working in a little bit later. This is where I was sitting earlier, under there, when I was talking to you guys. And this is fun harvest decor for those of you that are kind of enjoying doing like harvest stuff still right now. Okay, so the band, oh, Lukumavis way over, let's see, do you see a little bit of that sign up there? Lukumavis are like, kind of like donut holes with cinnamon and honey and walnuts on them. And the bar's inside there. The food is in here, where I'll just show you really quick. I'll show you some of the food things. So this one here is the one that I gave away. It is so delicious, you guys. But I kind of make a vegan version of it now that I can eat. So, all right, we'll go and look over at the pastries to go. Let's see, this is a little awkward because people have no idea what the heck I'm doing. Yeah, it's pronounced gyro, like with like a Y sound. So here's a list of some of the pastries. Oh my gosh, they have rice pudding. I love rice pudding. And then these are ridiculous. These are the ones I made with my 93-year-old aunt a couple weeks ago. So much fun, and they're so delicious. And then another friend of mine has this area here, which is like she sells all kinds of Greek little imports. Of course, I go straight for the chocolate, right? So here's all the Greek chocolates, and then like Greek cookies, and you guys all know these caprice cookies, I think. I know you guys, right? And then, of course, you know, what kind of Greek would we be if we didn't have oregano and the sea salt? So these are, they call them here, they call them dumplings, but they're actually called lukumavis, which was the sign I pointed out to you outside, the kind of Greek donut holes. And lots of little baking goodies and stuff. And of course, what would life be without olive oil, right? Gotta have the olive oil. These are turekia, which is a special type of a bread that's made. It's slightly sweet. They make something like that for New Year's with a big red egg in it. I'm sorry, not New Year's, for Easter. And then they also do something similar, more cake-like, for New Year's. And then we have the olives and other yummies. And the dolmavis, otherwise known as dolmas. And let's see what else. Oh, coffee, Greek coffee, of course. And then the one other thing that I want to show you guys is the bookstore. Got to go back outside again into the next section. Let's see, hang on, it's kind of loud out here. But this is the church bookstore, and they have some beautiful cards that people can purchase, which I love these actually. These are really pretty. And notebooks. These are really nice. I think I'll have to come back and buy a few things. I don't know if it's lined or not. Here's a wreath for you. Very Greek, very, what do you call it, ethnic looking kind of a design on that. And then these here are the wedding crowns. So in the church ceremony for a wedding, they crown the bride and groom with these crowns at one point, and they're attached with this ribbon, and you're crowning them with honor and glory. So somebody has probably handmade all of these crowns, which are beautiful. Of course, anything that sparkles is more my favorite kind of thing. And here's some really neat cards. Ooh, look at, I think I just found my next mouse pad. I love this. This is so my style. I'm definitely gonna have to come back in here and get a few things. And then this is kind of very standard, excuse me, typical Greek type style things that you would see in Greece, souvenir type items, you know, with the white houses and the blue or the red doors. And a few Greek flag items. Let's see. Oh, inside, gosh, there's a whole other section over here. And hi there. These are the candles that we use at Easter time. And then there's all kinds of beautiful icons. This church has a really nice bookstore with some very beautiful pieces. These are also mouse pads. That's really cool too. And more wedding stuff. I see sparklies up there. And then these are these little guys. They put water and then they put oil in a glass, and these little things float on the surface, so you can light them like a floating candle type of a thing. But you put the wick through the hole, and then they keep constant, like a vigil of a candle burning. And then these are some of the wicks with the wax on them, and some prayer knot ropes. Kind of each knot is a prayer, so it's not really like a rosary. The knots are each already a prayer. That's neat. Somebody made an ornament, and this beautiful cross. Look at this, you guys. This doesn't show very well. Lots of fun stuff. So that is the bookstore. There's more. All right. So let's see. That's actually the quietest place, I think, in the whole festival. Maybe I should stay in here. I don't know if it's very quiet. Hi, Tony from Michigan. Yeah, so if you guys want to watch the replay, because I'm pretty much going to wind it down, I volunteered my services in the bar area, or actually anywhere. They decided to put me in the bar. So I'm going to go help out. So you guys, thank you for being here with me again and hanging out, and for listening to my crazy month that I had. It's my pleasure, Robin. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing it. And I don't know, later, maybe what I'll try and do later is take a quick little video clip of the band, and then I can post that on my community tab. So for those who are interested in seeing the nightlife over here and the band, actually it probably won't even be dark at that point, because I'm going to have to head home at some point from here. Lois, remind me where you are. I'm so sorry that I can never remember that. But yeah, just remind me. I think before I leave from here, I'm going to grab a couple of these really cool items that I saw. Except maybe I should, well, if I don't grab them now, they may be gone. But, oh, Windsor. Okay. Yeah, that's, I think one of my clients is there also. That would have been really fun. I'll be here all day. You can come. Anyway, guys, thanks again for spending your day with me, and congrats to our winner for the Bling Owl Keychain. And stay tuned to the community tab, to my Instagram, to our Facebook group. Again, the Facebook group is Midnight Crafter Glue Dots. The Instagram is EP Midnight Crafter. So I would love to see you over there and keep in touch during the month instead of just waiting until this point, right? So blessings to you all, and I will talk to you in a month or so. Oh gosh, I have to remember how to, you know what? I don't even know how to end this thing on here. Oh, there we go. The little X was covered up. Okay, love you guys. Thanks. Take care. Be well.